Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So sorry I'm still wearing the same outfit and everything. I was planning on filming this video tomorrow, but I thought, you know what, I'm dressed up, I have makeup on, and I'm doing alright, so I should be filming it today. And this way, if anything happens, at least I'm gonna have the footage in my computer, and I'm only gonna have to edit it if anything needs editing. So it's going to be easier for me, and it's going to be a better way to make sure that I'm gonna have my videos up this week. So without further ado, I'm gonna get started with my empties. So the first category is going to be hair care. I finished 3 hair care products this month, if I'm correct. The first one being the keratin cream rinse from Mitchell, the Awapuhi Wild Ginger line. This is like a salon line. I really enjoyed this. It's a really light formula. It's really liquidy, but it still makes my hair better. I feel like it helps with the texture. It actually makes them a little bit less porous and a little bit less frizzy. I'm going to take a break from that conditioner for a little while. I want to try other stuff, and I don't want to, like, as I mentioned in other videos, I want to have as little stuff in my bathroom as possible for the next few months. So I'm not going to repurchase an extra item, but it was a great product. I would recommend it, especially if you have porous and frizzy hair. I think that this really makes a difference. If you have the driest hair in history, this is not the best conditioner for you, but it helps really more with the porous side of my hair. So I would recommend it. If you have drier hair, I would go with the keratin treatment. It's a little bit more conditioning than that one, but I still really enjoyed this one. 2 dry shampoos this month. This one is the Detox Dry Shampoo by Drybar. This one had a really white color, although, something is weird, like the cap, like the color that like stained the cap is more of a browny, beigey, foundation-y type color, but when you sprayed it into your hair, it was mostly a white color. It did blend alright into the hair. It wasn't too bad blending it out. It did leave a little bit of white cast, but it was alright. The one really positive thing that I would say about that one is it's the one that made my hair smell the cleanest. So sometimes after dry shampoo, like, you know that you're putting in like a lot of more. Sometimes when you're putting dry shampoo on, you know that you're putting more perfume into your hair than actually cleansing them. This one is the one that felt the more cleansing for my hair in terms of how they smelled afterwards. So that was the plus side of that one. It's not my favorite though. I would not repurchase it, but the cleansing part was really nice. One that I hated and used only once and then decided to throw away is this one. It's the 24K Sally Hersherberger. The Supreme Stylist of Voluminous Dry Shampoo. This is not a dry shampoo. This is a volumizing spray. Honestly, I sprayed it into my hair one day, and it had the greasiest, grittiest texture in history. It was absolutely disgusting. I actually ran to the shower and washed my hair right afterwards. And I actually cleansed it really fast just because I had to get out the door, because that's like the point of using dry shampoo. So I didn't clean like thoroughly. I really mostly cleaned at the top and then went out. The next day, I was going to my hairdresser, and she was like, "Okay, well, when's the last time I washed when's the last time you washed your hair?" And I was like, "Oh, I washed it yesterday." So she was like, "Okay, if you washed it yesterday and you don't feel like cleaning it today, we're just gonna like blow dry it, and we're gonna like style it, and then we're gonna go with the cut." And I was like, "Okay, perfect, just do it that way." And then she just started playing with my hair, and she's like, "I don't know what you have in your hair, but the bottom of it is like really like a grimy texture." And I was like, I really don't know. And then I realized it was that product that I put on the day before, and I cleansed like quickly, and it was still in my hair to the point that she actually could feel it. It was like, okay, I knew that I was going to toss that product, but that really like was it for me. It made my hair like disgusting to the point that I would have had to wash twice for it to get the product off completely. So if you have like major issues with volume in your hair and that's really your main concern, you might want to look into that one, but even then I wouldn't recommend it. It was really disgusting in my hair. I hated it. So would definitely not recommend this, and would never repurchase this. Okay, now I'm gonna do like my skincare, and then I'm gonna do like body care, then samples, and I'm gonna finish up with teas and then items I'm decluttering. So I I finished one skincare item that I really enjoy, which is my Clinique Take the Day Off makeup remover for lashes, for lids, lashes, and lips. Really love this. It is a little bit on the pricier side, but you don't need a lot to remove all of your eye makeup. I really like this. I think it's an amazing product. I'm not gonna repurchase right away just because I want to try, as Amber F mentioned, she's using just coconut oil on her to remove her makeup. So I'm gonna try that for a few days and see if I like it. If I don't, I will repurchase this for sure, because this is my holy grail eye makeup remover. But if the coconut oil does a great job, then why not? I have coconut oil on hand, and it's really inexpensive, so I'm gonna try that, and I will let you know. I will let you guys know if I like it or not. But this is really one that I would recommend, especially if you like those like to use the cotton rounds and stuff. This is really a good one. It's really the one that I prefer from all the ones that I've tried so far, and I've tried quite a lot, so I would really recommend this one. But I'm going to try the coconut oil first, and if it doesn't cut it, I'm going to go back to this. Then for body items, I have, as in every empties, a Dove white beauty bar for deep moisture. This is like the navy blue packaging. It's a regular one. I like it. It smells fine. Well, it smells like soap. It's not anything amazing, but it really does moisturize my skin, and it has a neutral pH, which is good for every part of my body. I like it. I use it instead of shower gel most of the time. Sometimes I will use shower gel, but lately I haven't purchased any, and I haven't been missing it too much. I have a little bit of the almond oil still, but other than that, that's all that I'm using, and I really like it. Then I have the Jergens Baby Body Perfecting Skin Cream. I finished that one early on into the month. I really like this. I mean, it's nice moisturizing. It helps with the texture of your skin. It helps with the color of your skin as well. I don't feel like it does actually tan my skin a lot. I really don't feel like I see a difference in the color of my skin due to self-tanning, but I feel like it unifies my skin a little bit, as if you were putting a BB cream on, but it isn't really tinted, so it's kind of weird. But I like this. I don't know what is in there that makes it look nice on my skin, but I like this. I don't like the scent of it. I feel like it smells like self-tanner after a few minutes, even though I don't see any difference in the color of my skin, which is rather weird, but I still like the product. I'm not going to repurchase it right away, but it's definitely one that I would repurchase down the road because it's a nice product. That was actually a repurchase, by the way. Okay, then I still have two items in that like body care category, or I have like hygiene category altogether. I have a toothpaste. This is the Colgate Total Whitening Toothpaste. I like it. I like Colgate toothpaste. I mean, I like that it has, that you can actually sit it standing instead of having to put it flat. I like the cap of the Colgate Total for that. I know that's completely stupid, but I like these kind of little things that they are a little bit more ergonomic because you're taking vertical space rather than horizontal space. I don't know, I like that. And I like the taste, I like the effect. Colgate is a nice brand of toothpaste. I like it. That's not the one that I'm using currently, but I would look into repurchasing one at some point. I know that after the one that I'm using right now, I want to try the Tom's toothpaste, but if I don't like it, then I'm going to go back to Colgate because I like that. Then I have some razor blades that I finished. These are the Gillette Venus Breeze. I don't love those. I used to really like them, but I don't feel like they're amazing. I feel like on my knees and any like areas that I have to bend, I don't feel like it's bendy enough, and I feel that it doesn't leave a clean cut on my knees and stuff like that. So once I'm done with the ones that I have from that set, I'm not going to repurchase it because I don't feel like it's really that amazing of a product. So it's okay, but it's not great, and yeah, I wouldn't repurchase the Venus Breeze ones. Then I have some little sachet samples that I finished. There are two from the same kit. They were from the IDC brand. There was one for men and one for women, and they were like Hydragel and then Powergel. I used them. I don't remember anything about them, so I'm guessing that they didn't make an impression on me. So I wouldn't repurchase like either the men or the woman kind because They were just meh to me. Okay, then I'm going to do the teas, and then I'm going to finish up with the decluttered items. I finished 2 teas this month. One of them was the apple custard by David's Tea. That was from Christmas 2 years ago, I think. I really enjoyed this. It had a great scent. It tasted amazing. It had chamomile, golden raisin, apples, and a hint of vanilla. It was really a dessert-like tea. I really enjoyed that one, and I would repurchase it if they ever come back with it in a Christmas collection again. It was really nice. One that was good but wasn't like to write home about was the Bubblie baklava, which is an oolong tea. This one was nice, but it wasn't like my favorite of life. I used it, I enjoyed it, but I don't think that I would repurchase that one. I would definitely repurchase, it was also from that same Christmas collection. I would really repurchase the apple custard one over the Bubblie baklava. Okay, now moving on to the items that I'm decluttering. There are 2 items in there that I'm just tossing out, and then the others I'm going to give away to friends and family. So one item that I'm tossing out is my L'Oreal True Match regular foundation in the color 5.5 suntan, which is my summer color. I really enjoyed this foundation. However, like I bought it last year in, I think, February, when Target was closing in Canada, and I didn't check the expiration date because it expired in September of that same year. So it has been expired for over 6 months now at this point, so I'm not comfortable putting it on my skin anymore, and I still have to wait a little bit until I can use it because we're not in the summer. So I'm not going to risk like breaking it out and stuff like that by using it, so I'm just going to toss it. It's kind of sad because there wasn't a lot of product used in there, but I'm just going to declutter it, and I didn't pay full price for it, so it's not as bad. I don't know that I will repurchase it because I didn't like love it or anything like that. It wasn't like my favorite foundation ever. I haven't found yet a foundation that I'm really like, wow, I love this and I love the way it looks on my skin. Even the one that I'm wearing today, I don't know, there's something off about it. I don't really like it. I need to like go and try out some other foundations at some point because there isn't anything that I put on my skin and I'm like, yes, this is it. This is exactly the way that I want my skin to look. Like the closest one to that I have is my Bare Minerals powder. That mineral foundation, I think it looks clean on my skin. It looks natural and nice. It's the most natural look that I have on my skin. Every other thing I can definitely tell that there's something there, and I don't like that look too much. So I don't know if it's shade match problem or just formula problems, but I need to try other stuff to enjoy my foundation more. And this foundation was alright, but it was still not that seamless and amazing thing that looks like you're not wearing any makeup. So I don't think I'm going to repurchase it until I've tried other stuff. Then one a little bit less interesting item that I'm tossing out is the Woman Mitchum Advanced Control 48 Hours in the Shower Fresh. I hated this. In my last empties, I had tried one gel formula and I enjoyed it. It was from, I think it was Secrets or Dove, I'm not sure. I think it was Secrets. And I was like, oh, it wasn't really bad. I could try other gel forms because I liked it. Well, this I didn't like. I used it a few times and I hated it. Just tossing it out. I cannot stand this. Honestly, yes, I am completely dry when I use this, but it takes like 5 to 10 minutes to dry under my armpits, and usually I put it on like at work before teaching a class, and I need to like, usually I will need to take a piece of toilet paper or something like that to actually pat my underarms because that's how wet and nasty it feels right after applying it, and then it takes like 10 minutes to sink in and be alright. I cannot deal with that, and I hate how disgusting I feel whenever I put this on. So I am not going to repurchase, sorry for that, I'm not going to repurchase any other gels because I really don't even want to try again with them. Hated this product. Yes, once it dries out, you are super dry and you're not going to sweat at all, which is kind of a plus, but no, not ever again. It's not worth the fuss at all. Then one nail polish that I'm decluttering or giving away to families and friends is my Essie Absolutely Sure nail polish. So this is a very pastel color. It's a green pastel, but this is really cool tone and ashy and grayish. I don't really love it. If I want to put something that's greener on my nails, I would rather go with Gillette from Essie. Like, the reason that I had this one is because I like, especially around Easter, doing a like fun colored mani and then wearing like all different colors on my nails, and like a pink, a baby pink, a baby purple, a baby yellow, a baby blue, and then something greenish. So that was my green for a while, but honestly I never wear it on its own. I don't like the color. I don't like how it fits with my skin tone, and I really prefer that other one, which is still in the pastel, so I'm decluttering that one. Then I have a few eyeshadows. I went through my collection and did a little bit of decluttering. The idea behind that little declutter was like, I was looking at my eyeshadows and I was like, okay, what eyeshadows colors do I actually wear and enjoy, and what am I going to wear and enjoy, and then the rest can go. And these were all super dark shades that I never reached for it and that I don't plan on reaching on. And some of them I even tried them on. I was like, oh, I could try that right on, and then I removed it and I was like, no, I'm never going to wear that. Let's forget it. I'm going to go into something else. So I'm kind of narrowing it down a little bit into the colors that I know I like and that I will get some use out of, and the rest, well, somebody else can enjoy it. I don't want to keep it in my collection anymore. So that is like the idea between that little eyeshadow declutter. The two first that I decluttered were part of a eyebrow duo from Lise Watier. It was the brunette one, and there was that deep brown shade and then that grayish shade. I don't usually use powder in my brows anymore. I prefer using my brow wiz, and both of these are not blendable, so I cannot wear them as eyeshadow. I can really only wear them as brow products, and I don't love them as that, so I'm not going to use them. I'm just going to declutter them and give them away to someone who might enjoy them. Then I have this eyeshadow from the Urban Decay Vice 2 palette, which is in the color Voodoo. It's a beautiful purple color, but it has some legit glitter in there, and I don't like glitter on my eyes too much. I like shimmer on my eyes. I am okay with that, but straight up glitter, I don't feel like it's that comfortable in my eyes, so I'm just going to declutter that one. It has a beautiful shift, by the way. It's like a bluish and purplish depending on the light. It's like one of those dual intensity ones. The color is pretty, it's just the glitter. I'm not going to wear that, so I'm not going to keep it in my collection. Then another really deep dark color is from the Naked 3 palette. This is Burnout by Urban Decay as well. I mean, the color is alright, but I have other colors that are similar. Same thing, really glittery, and I never wear it, so I'm just going to give it away. I have other colors from that same line of colors that I prefer and that I would pick over that one. Then the other three ones are also from the Vice 2 palette, which is weird. The Vice 2 has some of my favorite shades in the history of life, and some of the shades that I was just like, meh, not so much for me. One of the not so much was also a glittery shade. This is Stash from Urban Decay Vice 2. It's a nice army green type color. I have another army green that I prefer over that one that is a lot more creamy and smooth, and this one is a little bit more glittery. I will just be letting it go. And then the other two are just too dark for me. I never reach for those. This is like a slate gray color. This is in the color Departed, and it's just a slate, and I don't wear slate on my eyes ever, so I'm just going to let it go. As well as this one, which is Smoke Out, which is like that black smoke color. Don't wear that. I would either go with a straight up black or something lighter, so I'm not going to wear them. So I'm decluttering all of those. So thank you guys so much for watching this empties. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.